My name is Sara. I am 29 years old. I have been married to Mark for 6 years. He is 32 years old now. Mark is my husband. Mark is a calm man. He speaks gently. He never shouts at me. He never insults me. He always listens when I talk. When I get sick, he brings me medicine. When I feel sad, he makes me tea. When I cry, he wipes my tears. He tells me, "You are my world, Sara. You are my strength." Mark is a good man. But sometimes, I forget that. I work as a school teacher. Every morning, I wear clean clothes. I carry my books. And I go to my classroom. The children call me Miss Sara. I smile. I teach. And I feel proud. I earn $3,000 every month. It is not a small salary. It is enough for me. It is enough for us. But I always wanted more. Mark works in a garage. He fixes cars. He repairs broken engines. He changes dirty tires. He cleans oil from his hands every day. He earns $1,800 a month. He works with oil, grease, and heavy tools. He comes home with tired hands. He comes home with a dirty shirt. But still, he smiles. Every day, he smiles. At first, I smiled back. But slowly, I changed. I began to look at other women. I saw them wearing gold jewelry. I saw them carrying designer handbags. I saw them buying expensive perfumes. I saw them living in big houses. I saw them posting pictures of vacations, cars, and luxury. And then, I looked at myself. I lived in a small apartment. I wore simple clothes. I had no expensive jewelry. I had no fancy gifts. I began to compare Mark to other men. I began to feel angry. I began to feel disappointed. One evening, Mark came home. His shirt was wet with sweat. His shoes were covered with dust. His face was tired. But he still smiled. He said softly, "How was your day, Sara?" I looked at him and frowned. I said sharply, "Mark, why don't you earn more? Why don't you try harder?" Mark looked down. His smile faded. He said quietly, "I am trying, Sara. But I don't know anything except cars." My voice grew louder. I said, "Other men earn more. Other men do business. Other men buy houses. Why can't you?" Mark stayed silent. He always stays silent. His eyes looked hurt. But I didn't stop. I kept shouting. I said again, "You are not like other husbands. You are weak. You are poor." Mark's lips trembled. But he did not speak. He just looked at me with sad eyes. Mark sends $500 to his mother every month. She is old. She is sick. She needs medicine. She needs care. Every month, before buying anything for himself, he sends money to her. He loves her. He respects her. He sacrifices for her. He gives me the rest of his salary. He never keeps money for himself. But I never said thank you. I only said, "It is not enough." One night, Mark came home late. I asked, "Where were you?" He said softly, "I was looking for extra work." I crossed my arms. I said, "Are you lying to me?" His eyes filled with pain. He whispered, "No, Sara. I am trying. For you." A week later, he came home with news. He said, "I found another job. I will clean offices at night. I will earn 1,000 more." I said coldly, "Good. Finally." But I never asked if he was tired. I never asked if he was okay. Mark worked 2 jobs. He fixed cars all day. He cleaned offices all night. He barely slept. He barely ate. He had no time to laugh. No time to rest. No time for me. Sometimes, he came home after midnight. I was already asleep. I never left food for him. I never asked how his day was. I never cared. I only cared about myself. One evening, he returned home. He looked pale. His eyes were red. His hands were shaking. He tried to smile. But his lips trembled. Then suddenly, he fainted. He fell on the floor. His body hit the ground. I screamed, "Mark! Mark!" I ran to him. I held his face. I shouted his name again and again. But his eyes stayed closed. I called an ambulance. We rushed to the hospital. The doctor came out and said, "Your husband is exhausted. His body is weak. He is not eating. He is not sleeping. He cannot work like this. He needs rest. He needs care." I sat beside his hospital bed. I held his cold hand. Tears rolled down my face. I whispered, "I am sorry, Mark. I didn't see your sacrifice. I didn't see your pain." Mark opened his eyes slowly. He looked at me with tired eyes. And he smiled. He said softly, "Don't cry, Sara. I just wanted to make you happy." His words broke me. My heart shattered. I cried loudly. I begged him, "Please forgive me. Please don't leave me." That night, I realized something important. Mark doesn't need to be rich. He doesn't need to buy me diamonds. He doesn't need to drive a luxury car. He doesn't need to live in a mansion. He already gives me something far greater. He gives me love. He gives me respect. He gives me loyalty. He gives me peace. He gives me himself. That is enough. That is more than enough. From that day, I changed. I no longer compare him to others. I no longer shout at him. I no longer complain. I started cooking for him again. I started waiting for him at the door. I started asking, "How was your day?" I started smiling when he smiled. Now, I see him clearly. I see the man who works hard. I see the man who sacrifices. I see the man who loves me more than anything. Mark is not just my husband. He is my safe place. He is my home. He is my strength. I am no longer the angry wife. I am now the grateful wife. Because true love is not about money. It is not about diamonds. It is not about cars. It is not about vacations. True love is about sacrifice. True love is about loyalty. True love is about care. True love is about staying. And Mark has always stayed. Sparkles, if you felt this story in your heart, please like, share, and subscribe. Because sometimes the greatest love is silent. It does not shout. It does not show off. But it never leaves you.